As the Chicago Bears head into the 2025 NFL season, the spotlight falls heavily on the team's defensive line. At the center of that focus is new addition dayo odeyingbo, signed to a 3-year, $48 million deal, including $32 million guaranteed. The Bears made this investment not based solely on his current production, but on what he could still become. Odeyingbo enters his mid-20s with a physical profile that screams potential. While his sack numbers dipped slightly last season, the advanced metrics indicate a steady performance. He remains solid against the run and possesses the ability to line up both on the edge and inside. That versatility makes him a valuable piece in a Bears defense that desperately needs a spark up front. Here's the catch. He doesn't have to become a superstar overnight, but he absolutely must be dependable. The Bears don't currently possess a dominant edge presence unless Montez Sweat manages to consistently replicate his late 2023 form. While Sweat showed flashes of brilliance following his trade to Chicago, his career has largely been marked by consistency rather than elite explosiveness. The real concern? Depth. If Odeyingbo is just average and no one else steps up, this unit could become a liability. The Bears can't afford mediocrity here. With a new coaching system and mounting pressure to perform, this defensive front must deliver. Meanwhile, the back end of the defense shows far more promise. The secondary, on paper, looks like one of the strongest units in the league. Jalen Johnson remains a lockdown corner, and if Tariq Stevenson and Kyler Garden continue to develop, this group could be elite. But perhaps no one in that secondary is more vital than Jaquan Brisker. If Brisker stays healthy, his ability to deliver downhill punishment and make plays in coverage becomes a game changer. He doesn't need to evolve into an all-pro, he just needs to stay on the field and do what he does best. Add in veteran Kevin Byard and suddenly you have a smart, versatile, hard-hitting safety tandem. Let us know in the comments, who do you think is the biggest X factor on the Bears defense in 2025? Let's talk offense. Specifically, rookie impact and offensive balance that could make Chicago one of the most dynamic units in the league. The selections of Luther Burden III and Colston Loveland were made with more than just raw talent in mind. They were chosen to amplify Caleb Williams' potential. These aren't simply luxury picks. They're calculated moves aimed at turning a promising offense into a nightmare for defenses. Imagine this lineup: DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Luther Burden, Colston Loveland, Cole Kmet, and DeAndre Swift, who adds reliable pass catching from the backfield. If even one of the two rookies makes an immediate impact, this offense becomes dangerously hard to defend. If both click, look out. Why? Because it forces defenses to pick their poison. Double DJ Moore and Odunze or Burden can burn you. Stack the box, and Loveland can stretch the seam. With Ben Johnson calling the plays, the creativity will be there, but now the talent matches the vision. Loveland, despite dealing with a longer rehab due to a shoulder injury, could emerge as the team's top tight end by season's end. His skill set as a pass-catching tight end is special. On the other hand, Burden's soft tissue issue appears to be more manageable and short-term. And let's not overlook the offensive line. While much attention has been given to the skill players, the trenches are just as important. Jonah Jackson, acquired in free agency, reunites with Ben Johnson, and that chemistry should pay off. Though Jackson had a down year due to injuries, there's confidence he can return to form. Just imagine a powerful right-side tandem of Jackson and Darnell Wright. If Jackson bounces back and Wright continues to develop, that duo could become one of the nastiest run-blocking pairs in the league. Add in improvements at center and left tackle, and suddenly Caleb Williams has time, and time equals opportunity. Let's pause for a moment. If you're enjoying the breakdown so far and want more detailed updates on your Chicago Bears, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. We're here to bring you the latest with no fluff, just Bears football. Now, let's dive into more of what could make or break 2025. Every team has those pieces that don't grab the headlines but could end up telling the story of the season. The 2025 Bears are no different. Start with Tremaine Edmonds. He signed a big money deal, and while he hasn't consistently lived up to that number yet, he has the potential to shift the front seven entirely. If Edmonds takes his game up just one tier, this defense gains credibility. If he somehow outplays TJ Edwards, then the linebacker room becomes a legitimate strength. Next, keep your eyes on Kyle Monangai, the rookie running back from Rutgers. With Khalil Herbert gone and Roshan Johnson still developing, Monangai has a real shot to carve out a role behind DeAndre Swift. If he can become a reliable inside runner and help wear down defenses, the Bears' ground game could finally have some bite. On the interior defensive line, there are two names to watch: Andrew Billings and Gervin Dexter. Billings is essential to the run defense. Last year, his absence created a noticeable dip in production. Dexter, meanwhile, is the question mark. The flashes are there, but the consistency is not. If he finds another gear, this unit could suddenly control the trenches. Tariq Stevenson is another big variable. He has the tools, the speed, and the instincts. What he needs is consistency. If he settles in and locks down the CB2 role opposite Jalen Johnson, the Bears might finally field a secondary that rivals any in the NFC. The same goes for Kyler Gordon, who will be moved around as a versatile chess piece. Used creatively, he could disrupt game plans by covering slots, blitzing, or even helping in the run. And then there's Caleb Williams. Of course, he's the biggest X factor. But this isn't about pressure, it's about opportunity. The Bears have surrounded him with one of the most balanced supporting casts in the league. If he lives up to expectations, the Bears won't just be competitive, they'll be a problem. This 2025 Bears roster is no longer in a rebuilding phase. The foundation has been laid. The potential is real. But potential doesn't win games, execution does. With key names like odeyingbo, Jaquan Brisker, Colston Loveland, Jonah Jackson, and Tariq Stevenson stepping into critical roles, the Bears' success will hinge on more than just their stars. It'll depend on their depth, their development, and their ability to rise in moments that matter. Will this be the season Chicago finally turns the corner? Time will tell. In the meantime, stay locked in with us all season long. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a second of Bears coverage. Bear down.